Let me double check if it's working. That's me. Okay, got it. Jeez, am I getting famous? Yeah, I never realized that. How many people are watching my stream? That's just the most important part. Okay. Guess it's time to restart everything from scratch. Yep. Now this video is doing well, but this video is really before I formatted everything in my PC. So, you know, it's unfortunate, but what do you gotta do? You know, keep moving forward. That's the most important part. Keep building up from there, if you know what I mean. Okay, so what am I gonna add is basically a world environment, then a light, direction light. And boom. You have to basically, you know, create a new environment. Then what you have to do is go to add child node, character body, 3D. Now that's basically what I added. Add child node. And then we're gonna go to collision, shape 3D. And boom. Player. Player. And boom. Add child node. We're gonna add a camera. Specifically, well, there's a tutorial about Lucky, so you know, no need to worry much.
Hey, it's Lucky. Welcome to the first part of this 3-part Ultimate FPS Controller tutorial series. I'm gonna start off by setting up a basic FPS controller with crouching, jumping, sprinting, all the basic stuff. In the next couple of tutorials we'll go more and more in depth on building this amazing controller. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Okay.
Alright, so let's get into the basic FPS controller. I'm gonna supply this assets folder. In here we have some basic textures and an HDRI to set up the scene. The textures are the grids from Kenny. I'll leave a link to his website and the textures below. But you can also just download the folder from the GitHub of this tutorial. There's also an HDRI of HDRI Haven. It's just a pretty sky
Right.
to have something to look at instead of the...
God, I need to stop itching my skin, I'll be honest. Fuck me. Right up the asshole. You know what I mean? Okay, let's go to prototype textures. Download. Continue without donating. Sorry, I don't have money yet. Can you prototype textures? I'm gonna show porn. That's what I'm afraid of doing. Did you delete the judge? Did you do? Yes. I do. Okay, so let's go to let's go ahead and extract. Extract to prototype textures. We got the PNGs. We can. We can rename this to Kenny. Don't worry, even if you have a tiny cock, they'll fuck it, as long as your cock is standing. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Prototype. Textures. Boom. Just going to go ahead and select current. Nice. Well, we're getting there. Let's go ahead and go to use collision. At least everything works. 100% guaranteed Coca-Cola. Exactly. Add new action. Forward. Backward. Left. Right. There we go. Okay, so with this game engine, could actually do a lot of stuff. Let's go ahead and go to project settings and go to general. Well, we're gonna go to window, 640. Up, yes. Yes, that's a classic. Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA star select.
Default. The for this we're gonna use.
Okay, so sprint and crouch. The classic cock. Classic Coke, if you know what I mean. Coca-Cola. Wait, sprint, crouch. Slash apostrophe, whatever the hell that is. Yeah. There's control. There's control. There's shift. There's shift and control. Oh, sprint's supposed to. There's code for the SOS sign. Oh. Interesting. And then what are we gonna do is, yep. Control. We just saved the whole thing.
Click node, add to each send, leave them right here. In the CSG box.
And course, there will be corks. Sage and Coke is pronounced coked. Well, correct. God. Man, I'm sniffing like I'm snorting on some Coke. I'm not gonna lie to you. Wrong window.
Box. You can see right here. You'll see mine.
Okay, let's get to the fun part.
The node 3D, that's gonna be our head.
Okay. $1.75. There we go. Oh, 1.8. I am fucking stupid. There we go.
Now, in order to control the player, move it around and look around, we're gonna need to add a script. Child script. You can also, in the beginning of the code, you can see it sets a speed variable and a jump velocity variable. Next, it gets the gravity from the project settings. After this, it goes into the physics process function. This is a function that is run for every physics tick. First off, it's checking if the player is not on the floor. Then it's going to add gravity to it, so if you're in the air, it's going to push the player down to the ground.
Okay.
Next up, it's going to check if we're pressing a jump button and if it's on the floor, and if so, we're going to jump by adding our jump velocity to our y-means. The first thing I like, and the same for jump velocity. We want to be the
Variable speed.
constant speed of the player, but it's only going to be the current speed.
Okay.
So we'll prefix it with current. Current underscore speed. Then we'll copy this again and place it everywhere where speed is used. And we're going to give the controller a couple of more speeds to use. So we're going to create a new variable, where this one can actually be a const. And we're going to say walking speed.
We must check for the SOS sled. This is how we make the S booster work when we jump for the judge.
It's gonna be equal to sprinting this one to 8. And last we're gonna...
Yep. That's a very good idea, let me tell you that. Constantly.
Create a crouching speed. And this
Get you some water, might help your nose. Yeah. I probably would buy would need to buy a lot of water, not gonna lie. Thank you. You sound like my pupper trying to eat my Christmas ham.
one will be 3 in my case. Set it to a variable.
Okay, so export. Is it variable? At export. Variable.
And then you can set these constant. Next up, let's set these. Speeds when we want them to be set. So in the physics process, we're going to check which buttons.
Get up and get a cup of water. YouTube tutorial can wait for 5 seconds. Well, thanks for that. All right, I'm back now.
We are pushing and changing the speed accordingly. So first we'll check for the sprinting button. You can do this by typing if input with a capital I. Oh. Input with a capital I. That is.
Take care of yourself, Bloodburn, before you start sneezing blood. Exactly. Stay hydrated. True, true. Hey man, we all need water sometimes, you know? Hydration is pretty good.
Action pressed is
If input. What are you making? Oh, I'm making that same game that I'm making, but basically making it even better. Section just pressed.
Is the button being held down? Let's go to sprint.
Upgrades, groovy. Yeah, there will be a lot of updates with this game.
And then we're going to set our current speed equal to the sprinting speed. And if not, so else, we're going to set our current speed equal to the walking speed. And with this very basic logic, we can change our speed of our player. So let's run the scene again. And now, when we walk around, still with the arrow keys, we press shift. You can see we go a lot faster all of a sudden. And we let go, we're walking again. Now let's change to those keys we set earlier in the beginning, instead of just the and now we can put activity. For sense, our mouse is free. This is done in the ready function.
Speaking of upgrades, I made a do for new demo for Rogue Planet. You should play it. Yeah, I'll definitely go to your website, man. I'll check it out. Okay, so
the ready function in a good script is run once at the beginning of execution. So this is perfect for capturing our mouse and making sure it doesn't escape the screen. So type func_ready, and in here we're gonna change the input mode. So again, we're gonna grab our input variable of capital I dot set mouse mode. And in here we're going to use one of these suggested variables, and we're going to set captured.
what are you planning for this game? Yeah, I'm basically I have planned some stuff, like, you know, putting getting back that CD, and, you know, putting in the remote as a weapon, if you know what I mean. So I kind of still memorized it in my head, and you know, I kind of remember, you know, this stuff that I made for the game itself. This basically is supposed to have three enemies. One's called Corruptus, and Glitch, and so on and so forth. And the weapons are going to be a remote controller, a CD, and probably a signal shifter. Alright, so mouse mode captured.
Input.mouse mode captured, all capitals. And now when you run the scene, you will see we can't move our mouse and it's hidden. So that's perfect.
Alright. Is it pressed or is it just pressed?
Not using the stop.
Oh, it's pressed. Fuck. Is that a Windows 98 CD game? Well, I mean, does take inspiration from old games, if you know what I mean. You know. You could probably call it the Windows 98 CD game because, you know, kind of looks like it.
Right here. I'm gonna need node player.
Yeah. Alright, so with the head, I think we're done. But yeah, it's basically that, the thing that looks like Windows 98 spades.
I'm gonna do this in the input function.
Yeah, I just realized it right now because you, Space, you basically called it like this Windows 98 jump scare thing, when the, you know, when there used to be a face in the game.
That's created.
It's kind of funny you called it that.
Input.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
You can see it.
Okay, so func input vent.
Auto-corrected me with an event variable. We're gonna need this variable. Now the input function captures every input, so mouse buttons, keyboard inputs, everything. But we're just gonna need the mouse inputs here. So let's filter.
If event is mouse motion.
Then we'll know that it's our mouse moving that we're currently getting in the input function.
What is the objective of the
so now that
game?
we know that our input
It's basically your like you're basically inside the TV channels. You're gonna have to are you hunting screamers in the Windows 98 desktop? Kind of something close like that, if you know what I mean. You're basically hunting. Instead, you're basically hunting the screamers in, if you know what I mean, in the old TV channels, if you know what I mean. Like, just say, for example, you know, ABC News and all that type of shit. And there are basically screamers and corrupted stuff, you know. But then you get to the final boss. And it's basically the whole virtual analysis line AI. And you basically have to defeat it and stop it from, you know, corrupted the channels.
event is a mouse motion. Let's
Ghost hunting and reruns on TV. Something like that.
rotate our player by the amount the mouse moves. We're gonna rotate around. the y-axis by the plane. It's moved on the x.
All right. If then rotate y. Rotate. No, event. Dot relative dot x.
X-axis on this, see when it's rotating a lot. The mouse sensitivity is way too high. And this is actually not a problem with the sensitivity. This is because we're rotating in radians, which are a lot smaller than degrees, what we usually use. So we're just going to quickly convert to degrees by saying degrees to radians. And in here we're going to put the whole event relative x times mouse sensitivity. Now we run it, should be a lot slower. Yeah, it feels a lot better, only it's inverted. So we'll just quickly add a minus before event relative x to invert it. Alright, awesome, we can look around, sprint around. We can even already jump, because it was in the default template. Now let's do up and down.
Meanwhile, we're breaking Palpatine out of jail in the wasteland. Chat.
And this is why up and down, not a great idea. I'm gonna do almost x-axis, inverted or not.
Oh, God. So head dot rotate y. Ret event. Is it rotate y or is it rotate x? Hold on. Fuck. Oh yeah. Event dot relative dot y. My sensitivity.
Let's check it out. So, yeah, it is better. So now we can look around, jump around, and already sprint around. But the first in, it's gonna clamp, and then its minimum and its maximum. Our minimum is going to be minus 98 degrees, and our maximum is going
Okay.
to be 98 degrees, and like I said, they're degrees and not radians, so we're going to have to convert them again by using the degrees to radians
89
function.
degrees.
Just copy this,
Boom.
put it in front of the minus 98, and in front of the positive 98.
Okay.
8 becomes a value instead of just instantly being 1. Or 0. And global world to reference itself, which we can't do right now because it's being declared right here. So we're just gonna take out far and direction, Control C, move all the way to the top, Control V, set it equal to an empty vector tree right now. So vector tree dot 0, that's an empty vector tree. And here we don't need the var anymore because it's already declared. And now we can lerp. So vector the var and replace or the for vector of the player.
Anyways, just wanted to, stop in and say hi. Merry Christmas. I don't celebrate it, but, you too.
And then the speed that we want to lerp this at is going to be delta, which
Hope
is
you're doing good.
of the lerp is not tied to the frame. Speed.
Delta times lerp speed.
Another speed, we're walking again. And then for sprint, go down,
Okay.
walk.
So with what's it called? If input else crouching underscore speed.
Speed, walk. Is relative to head. Crouching depth. will be equal to 0, its starting location.
Alright. Head dot position dot y 0.0. Yep. Fuck. Nice. I've just...
Let's run this now.
Oh,
Sorry, that's a
same.
mistake. The starting location is of course not 0. It is... we're going to
Same
set it to 1.8.
problem. Nice job, man. You done fumbled the bag, buddy.
So it's
Woo! Okay, what we're gonna do... Shoo, shoo. The crouching really works, which is good. Okay, so it kind of does work in a sense, if you know what I mean.
y. We're gonna
So with lerp, dot position dot y.
copy this whole line and paste it in right here and just remove this crouching depth.
This seems pretty good.
Looks a lot better. Now, hit an example of how we'll run the scene again. changing. So the collision shape be smaller. So I'll go into
standing collision. Crouch. Capsule. Crouch collision. I think that's really good.
Here's spin up my phone so it's on the origin.
Okay, so new capsule.
And we take this and then right here. Disable it.
Okay. So standing collision.
I'm gonna copy this line and into this.
Yep. Nice job. Nice job. You fucked it. What the fuck? Okay. Ah, so that's what I have to do. Damn it.
Sprint around, run around, and crouch under this block. Now, you're gonna encounter one problem, and that is when you're crouching, and you go under something, and then let go of crouch, you're able to glitch into the block above. It's because there's no detection for it.
So if I do not find somebody soon, I'll blow up into
No. Don't copyright me, please.
above us before we can scout now.
I know you got the rights to the song, not you, Lucky, but to the person, I know you got the rights to the song, but I don't want you to copyright me.
Which checks for collisions within this arrow, which is perfect for example, because we can just point it up. And if there is, drag this back into our player.
Alright. Sing my tiny symphony, I blow up.
Just, and now yours, when we go back, holding down this.
Alright, so at on ready. Raycast 3D equals Raycast 3D.
Isn't lighting.
All right. Okay, this is actually fucking good. I've done something. I've done something I'm proud of.
Out of the
And
The
I
left.
feel
Go.
amazing.
down with the depth, the speeds and the jump. This speed is very handy. All right.
Okay. Player nodes knows. check speed variables. Moving variables.
Perfect, so that's over.
And input variables. Let's see that. All right. Variables. Put variables. This seems actually pretty fucking good. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I'm gonna have to stop for a while. I just did everything I could. Just, you know what I mean? And yeah. I guess we're done for now. Goodbye, everyone. Hope you guys are having a great day, great week, whatever it is. I've been actually having a special year, but you know, it's going pretty well. You know, I guess I did everything in an hour. But either way, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to go ahead and like the video, well, like the stream. If you guys want to like the stream, go ahead and like the stream. If you guys want to subscribe, you know, go ahead and subscribe. You know, I just reviewed my new game and stuff. You know what I mean. But if you, either way, go ahead and support me. Just like the stream, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.